All right, here's the deal. I've been super stinking excited about getting this right here. But we're gonna do a little unboxing, a little review about the Varla scooter, and we're gonna see what happens from here. But I hear this thing's pretty awesome. So let's roll the intro and see where we go. Roll the intro.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
All right, here we go. Varla. Varla, Bo Barla, Banana Nana, Fofar. Here's the thing. I didn't know who you were. I had no idea who you were. And the best part about that is that when you reached out, I was like, what would I do with a scooter? And then when we roll into like 1,000 trails, if you have a membership, you already know a lot of times they don't assign a site. You have to drive around. So I've been pulling the Hemiways out, but it kind of gets hard because the way the motorcycle's in there and I don't want to put the back down. So when this company reached out and said, can we send you a scooter? I was like, perfect. I can pull it out of the back of the truck. I can stick Sheila on it. She can ride around the park, find the spot, so I don't have to stress out over it anymore. And then I can just drive to where it is versus driving 45 feet. You know, Fiona's big. Driving that around trying to find the spot. I've almost hit trees, taken off awnings. It's just been a nightmare. So Varla, I'm hoping that this thing does what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to have 2 shocks on it. It's supposed to be 1,000 watts. It's supposed to go 40 miles an hour. It can go 15, 20, and 40, I believe. I have no idea. So let's unbox it. We're gonna throw some people on it around this RV park that are here. We're gonna see if it can really do what it does. I don't even know if it's charged. And then we'll kind of go from there. Cool? Let's do it. This, I have no idea what's in here. Now it did come with a big hole in the side, but because I think there's just an empty spot that's in here, so Varla, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We got no ideas what those are. Those look like charging caps or something. We got some wires. That's the charging wires. We have the charger. Now, what I am understanding is this charger has like a connector that's one. You can have 2 charging points on this. You can actually buy another charger so it charges faster. As far as I know currently from what I've researched, this thing charges in like 8 hours. I don't know what charges on it currently. Honestly, we're gonna go around on it anyway with whatever's there, but we might have an 8-hour charge ahead of us. We'll see. All right. Okay. I'm feeling you, Varla. I'm feeling you packaging. Oh, we got ourselves a multi-tool here. These are standard with any kind of electric bike or anything like that. These are pretty much standard. They have every kind of like connection. They have all of the different screwdrivers, things like that, even sockets so that you can put this thing together. But to my understanding, it should be really easy to do. So anyway, this wonderful scooter are, look at that, dude, look at that, shock, wow, get that dust off of there. Now, here's the thing, this scooter is not a light scooter. We don't want it to be a light scooter. We want this thing to do what it needs to do. Look at this. Holy moly. To my understanding, you know, if you're gonna go 40 miles an hour on something, you're gonna want stopping power. Are we doing, what kind of brakes are those? We have hydraulic disc brakes? Oh, now we're getting some serious action. All right, we got hydraulic disc brakes. Doesn't look too hard to put together. I haven't even followed any instructions. This is some sort of collar thing. And it must somehow lock. Oh, this locks down here. This kind of clicks around. We got scuffed up when I pulled it out. So this spins around like a collar. I think it locks down. I think that's good. Well, that wasn't hard. Let's do this. Look. I don't think I've been this excited since I got the bikes. I'd never been, prior to this adventure, I've never been on like any kind of e-bike or anything like that. But in the RV world, electric scooters, electric bikes, and everything, because you have to get to certain parts on the campgrounds, and however far away they are, you know, that's a deal. So there's a key. All right. Okay. There we go. I know there's an eco. I know there's a beginner mode, I think. I need to probably go get my helmet out of the motorcycle too. Instructions to this? I'm sure they're in the box somewhere. But Varla, if you've created something that some guy can just pick up your multi-tool, and I think, what did we do? We did the collar at the bottom, and all I'm doing now is 4 screws. And the rest of this stuff just looks like I need to adjust. All right, let's see what else is in the box. Extra grip tape. So apparently, if I don't like the death skull, I can go with the chopper. I might actually go with the chopper. Oh no, the flag. Like the flag? Oh, we got some like psychedelic funkalicious going on. And then we got, an extra collar. Goes on there. Oh, it says fully charge the e-scooter before the first ride. Protective gear. How you should get on it.
Feeling like Todd. Oh, this is I feel like this is how Todd feels every time he's gonna get on the bike. He just ramps up.
Oh, okay. So you need to like take some time to get adjusted. I think I have it on 1. This is your single and dual. I have to tighten it up. But this is in is dual, out is single. So single's gonna go slower. Okay. So we're gonna start just like I did. No, just leave eco alone.
Okay.
Won't worry
and then
about
this
that.
is throttle. These are brakes.
Yeah. So start
that's
slow.
Front, that's rear.
Yeah, and in the slower, just grab the brakes to get the feel of it to see how you're gonna like it. Okay.
All right, let's give her a go. Now the other thing about this is you're right-handed, correct?
Yes.
So I'm left-handed. So you started this way.
Yeah.
Right? I start goofy.
You start anywhere you want, because 2 feet can be on there.
Well, I know, but the difference is that you're a lefty and I'm a righty.
Okay.
Or the vice versa. All right.
How's it feel?
First of all, you feel really tall when you're on it, right?
Yeah.
You feel like really super tall. I like how the handlebars are up where it's like I feel like I can control it and not down too far or up too high, making me feel unstable. So I definitely like that. The big platform is really nice.
Right?
Because I feel like I can be really in control of what I'm driving. Because if it's gonna go 40, you don't want a small platform.
How you feeling?
Really good.
Okay. Okay, you can go mode 2.
So
you can go slow, like 8 to 10 miles an hour on 1 motor. Okay, so here's the thing. On the dual and the single motors, you can get, the range on this is supposedly be 40 miles on a single motor in eco mode. We all know most of us aren't gonna do that. I don't know how far, because we're just testing this, how far it'll go, but we're gonna do dual motors the whole time. The single motor, when I first started out, was nice and slow, but yeah, why do that? We got dual.
Let's do it.
Okay. Now he's in mode 2.
Okay, so it's a single mode gear 2.
You sure you don't want double mode? Just do double.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. You good?
Let's go full throttle. I mean, like, I'm ready to just go gear 3. Like, why even do gear 2?
What? You got to get a hang of it.
Okay, all right.
All right, go.
Hang of it. There we go. Oh, it really does take off. Oh. Wow, Todd, that's crazy.
I know.
Like, literally the front wheel just...
It spins, doesn't it? I can't catch you.
I have a design potential concern.
Okay.
And that is the relation of the throttle to the actual brake.
Okay.
You could inadvertently,
If you're new.
or in an emergency, just grip.
Right.
And end up really speeding up. So you'd want to make sure that your finger's off that trigger completely. Like, don't try to double anything. Take your hand all the way off that throttle.
Good point. We're going 3?
Oh, we're going 3.
Okay. I'm gonna need a head start.
It is insane how that front tire just rips.
I'm gonna need a head start, but you really can't describe the throttle. But here's the thing, a lot of people, I would be asking this, is do you feel unsafe on it?
Definitely not.
No, it feels very steady. Now remember, the thing is 75 pounds, so, in the shocks and everything. So I don't think we'd be doing 40 miles an hour all the time, especially going around camps and doing that. But the travel and stuff, when he goes off on the grass, he'll understand, but it's amazing. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
That's incredible. Okay.
See, it gets a little insane. This thing is like, it is mind-numbing, and how fabulous this thing is. So you don't know. Oh, here he is. He wanted to make a loop. What? Oh, we do a stop test.
Look at that.
We did a stop test. Ooh, I can smell rubber. Probably not great on the tires, but you gotta put it through the thing. That's awesome.
You gotta run it through the riggers. Yeah, because if a car pulls out in front of you, I was going 34.
Yeah?
And that's my skid track right there.
That's fabulous. All right. I think we'll do last minute thoughts here in a second. Let's go park and see what we can come up with. Maybe we can find Sheila to take a ride. Okay. Sheila?
Mm-hmm. Better show me how to use this.
Okay, let's let him go by. Okay, that's 1.
Is there a 0?
No, there's not. You'd have to pedal. Yeah. You'd have to pump it yourself.
Okay.
So we're on 1, and then once you do 1, and then you have, this is your throttle, just kind of like, see?
You're gonna run over my foot.
Oh, I'm sorry. So this is your throttle, like you maybe would do like on, I don't know, some of the other things we've ridden.
Okay.
Okay, this is the key on and off.
Where's the brakes?
There's your
Your
bell.
brakes right here. Just like your bicycle.
Okay.
Your electric bike.
Everybody needs a bell.
Okay, so this thing's only set up to go like 15 miles an hour.
Okay.
All right, 2 motors, put 1 foot on, and then when you do your throttle, you just put your other foot on and you take off.
And you think this is a good idea?
It's a fabulous idea.
It's a great idea.
This is a good idea. Hold on, let me get a bike and follow you. You're gonna have to put your kickstand up. Hold on. Yeah, jump around on it. See if you like that shock.
Man.
You're doing great.
These aren't like our bird scooters that you rent in town.
No, it's actually really comfortable. Okay, so go ahead and give the throttle. Mm-hmm. So you gotta put 1 foot up and give the throttle. There you go, like a bird. Oh, I got it on dual mode, sorry, but you're all right. Just go slow. Does it feel weird? Well, that's going a lot faster than I thought.
Going 22.
I know, I guess maybe I did that on accident. How's it feel? Don't look at your feet, that might mess you up. Do you feel unsafe? I could put it in eco mode if you want to stop. do you? It does feel.
Switch pumps. Try it.
You're not going fast enough.
Okay.
No. You haven't used the brakes yet. Easy. It's two motors. Easy. I don't want to get a broken arm. You stopping?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a line.
What do you think?
I think
Thoughts?
that's pretty awesome. It feels very sturdy. Feels it's got a lot of power to it.
Yeah.
It's not as rough riding as like when we ride those those other scooters, like
Yeah.
when you rent them. Those are rough. This is very,
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, I think it'll help us a lot.
I'm trying to get her.
So what do we do?
Okay. Here we go.
By a quarter till.
We're on one. We're on single motor eco.
Okay.
So, Todd's a little bit bigger, so this is good. You're a little bit bigger than me. I'm in it. So, this will be fun. Have you ever rode a scooter?
Yeah.
You have?
Not this big.
Okay. Shocks are great. 2 brakes. Here's your throttle. Okay. And when you take off, it'll feel like it'll go slower in the beginning, and then we can up it if you want to go faster. But I think to try to get the hang of it.
Yep.
Okay. And then just put your foot on there and then give it.
So
There's your brakes. This is your throttle. How are you feeling?
good. Like the bike better than the scooter, but that's
Why? Because
cool.
it's slower, or feel more?
Just because I feel more comfortable on it. But
I mean, but as far as like a scooter goes, it's kind of nuts.
I mean, it feels like in two engine mode. I mean, this thing moves pretty well,
Yeah.
and I feel the flex in this
Yeah.
handlebar.
Yeah.
And it just was a little weird.
Yep. I could see that. But it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. You heard
Yep.
brakes. Here's
Got
that. And then you're on 1. If you wanted to go faster, you can hit mode and it'll go up to 2.
No, I'll stick with 1.
Okay. And then these are you're in eco mode and you're in single mode. So it's going to be the slowest it'll go.
Okay.
All right. So when you take off, just remember it's going to want to go.
Right.
You just have to prepare yourself. Everyone that we're putting on here is everyone's different ages, different sizes, all that fun stuff. And we're starting in the eco mode and single, and it's just like mind-blowing how awesome this thing is. I am so looking forward to using it in some of these locations that we take the rig. But if you're not used to a scooter, you'll feel more secure on a bike. But if you're gonna be on a scooter, this thing is hands down feels so stable because of the wide platform and how heavy and the low center of gravity with all the weight at the bottom. It's pretty neat. What's your thoughts?
That was great. That was a lot of fun.
Any tips?
It's just one of those things you got to get used to and learn. I mean, as you get going faster and you can lean into it. And,
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Every big kid needs one.
What?
Did you do any tricks on it?
I mean, I didn't get carried away. Look, it's my first time, so I didn't want to be, breaking anything.
See that little tiny
That's why I
dot?
said the noggin was more important than the rest.
Yeah. I think
All right, let's talk Varla. Let's talk. This has been probably an interesting scenario. I never once thought that I would enjoy riding a scooter. We always joke when we go into cities, they're like, hey, you can get one of those bird scooters and go toot around. We've done that, right?
Yeah, that's
so in
like jolting your body.
So in my mind, I was thinking, well, I have no idea what to expect. I didn't pay attention to see the setup on this. So the whole goal here, our problem is when we're going into RV parks, sometimes depending on your RV park, they don't give you that site. And so you have to scout out a site before you bring in the rig. Now this could come into play if it's in like maybe a park of some sort or Corps of Engineering land, maybe it's gonna be a boondocking location, or some of the memberships that you pay for, they don't give you a site and you have to scout it out. Well, riding around in the big old Fiona and Shrek and trying to go through trees, that became a like a sticking point for us.
It made Todd grumpy.
It did, because it stressed me out.
Yeah. And so then I would just get off and go walk.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, those parks are big. So this is going to be my
Yeah.
new mode of transportation.
And so here's the thing is that you're watching this and you're like, well, that's not for me. Well, here's the deal. It's like, I'm 51. Sheila's in her... Well, the point is that a lot of people that are watching this in the RV world are probably in the wisdom category, and they're going to be thinking, they don't want to think about riding on a scooter. It's kind of intimidating to them. Now, we love our electric bikes, like absolutely love them. Now, this, with the shocks and everything, it just takes a different component into it on what you can use it for. If you're going to run up to like the clubhouse real quick and you don't want to dig the bike out, or if we're going to go into an area where we have to unstrap the bikes and it becomes this whole ordeal, this we could just pop out and go. Do you feel comfortable riding it? That's the question.
I do, because here's a couple of things for those in the wisdom category, as Todd said. It's got a wider platform. Like,
Yeah.
so a lot of scooters, it's just a narrow, skinny little thing that you think of, like what my grandson rides, right? He's just got a little, and it's got tiny little wheels. This is just, you feel comfortable, you feel sturdy.
And you are not buzzing around at 40 miles an hour.
No, I'm not 30 or 20 something and trying to do, this would be great for those folks too.
Yep.
Jumping up over things.
We
and
have it in gear one
Yep.
motor, eco mode, and you just know that you have enough power to go up something if you need it. And now that we've been riding it about 2 or 3 days, it's become like, well, who's riding the scooter? It becomes like this argument of like, when you go out, we only have one, so who's taking the scooter, who's taking the bike?
Yep.
So, absolutely love this. If this is like something that you're looking at in any capacity, you know, that this kind of gives you
but
idea.
I also think,
Okay.
like, okay, so that's for the RV world, but I know that we have 3 son-in-laws
Yes.
that would love this scooter, and a grandson that would love this scooter. This is a great Christmas idea,
You
too.
don't realize this thing goes off-road like nothing you've ever
Yes.
experienced.
Our sons would love this scooter,
So,
and
it
our
is-
grandson.
It is well built.
Yes.
The brakes alone just shows you how much they've taken into consideration on safety. Varla, I just want you to know, when we first unboxed it, yes, I had the extra parts. They're all on. I went through and read the directions. I put the 2.
That's
so,
amazing in itself.
I
We read the
know. So
directions.
when I first started the deal there, we have put everything on. We'll probably change the grip tape out to not the skull and crossbones, but man, I just can't say enough good things. I really, really enjoy this. This is just as one of those reviews where I didn't expect to do such a thing, but I think it will help someone.
Yes, it'll help people in the RV community, but it's also great for those not in the RV community. I think we need some of these for our family.
Oh boy. Don't give that away. Thank you, Varla. We really appreciate you allowing us to at least take a look at it and kind of solve a problem we were finding out on the road. So thanks so much for that, and we look forward to sharing with you some other stuff. You'll see it in some of our other videos.
You'll see it as we are headed to the beach, and I'm going to try it on the beach.
I don't think these tires will work on the beach.
I think they will.
They're kind of
We're
smaller.
going to try it out.
You think?
We're going to find out.
I think they'd sink, and it probably would not be a good thing. That would not be an appropriate.
You don't remember, most beaches, you Kansas dweller, have a boardwalk.
Oh, boardwalk.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with all that being said,
No, I'm going to ride this.
we're
scooter.
out.